Back here at the arena, where FEU has won 2 sets straight, and they're looking to make short work of UE here to force a playoff for number 4. Your thoughts on the second set, Ivy?
Well, second set definitely much better for the Lady Warriors, but still not enough to be able to get that win from the Lady Cameras. I think as a part of the reception, a little improvement, but still we can see in the facial reaction of Coach Boy. This is still not the performance that he's looking for with the Lady Warriors. FEU, on the other hand, more consistent, and I think as we go on throughout the game, they're getting their groove easier. So
yes.
The gel is getting better each time, and
we end our highlights with that reaction.
For that, you know. But I think UE still has a chance to be able to give FEU a good game.
Okay, well, it starts with this third set.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing else. It can be their final set of season 74, and I'm sure he's going to try to instill some pride and ask the girls, are we going to go out this way? As you look at them outgunned again in that second set. Yeah,
well, definitely the statistics, and you can, comparing it to the first set, really not much of a difference. FEU clearly dominating in all areas, and UE this time had, I think, really what worked for them raising up the score here in the second set is they were able to be more consistent as compared to the first set with reception.
Dun sa bandang dulo, no?
Kasi nung first set, if you notice, they're really scrambling all over the place. They have a lot of those one-hand saves na could have been, well, to my opinion, they could have gotten really in a much more efficient way. So probably the positioning lang, they had a little problem with that, kaya sila nagkakagulo sa loob.
For those who don't know, UE is not going to make the Final Four anymore. They have had 8 appearances in the Final Four since the format was instituted for the UAP. FEU, as I said at the top of the coverage, with 16. They win today. They force a playoff to try to get their 17th appearance in Final Four or step ladder. Now, somebody also tweeting asking, what is the step ladder format? Ivy, do you want to, before we get things going here in the third set, do you want to explain in detail or shortly what happens during the step ladder format?
Well, when you do the step ladder, actually, as the name implies, you really have to go work your way up. Unlike in the other format, that you just face against they match up against only in certain ranking, and winner versus winner, loser versus loser. But this time it's what's the term that we use, that you really you have to go through up against all the 4 teams.
If you want to make it all the way, yes.
So it's basically parang back to zero ka eh.
Yes. So ang mangyayari niyan, magkakaroon lang po muli. So, sorry to sound like a broken record, but for those who just tuned in and are wondering, if LaSalle sweeps tomorrow, that's when we have a step ladder, because they go straight to the finals and they will have a thrice to beat advantage. Now, magkakagulo yan for, let's say, the number 4 and number 3 will go up against each other. Whoever the number 4 and number 3 will be, whoever wins that will have to go up against Ateneo with and try to beat them twice.
So it's actually a very long road. Very, very long road. Because you don't only play with one team once.
Correct.
Yeah, you have to play with them, like you mentioned,
a couple of times at least. Kaya kung ito lang ano niyan, kung ikaw number 4 team ka at nag-champion ka, napaka-satisfying nun, because, and that's not impossible. It's highly improbable, but it's not impossible. Again, all they have to do is beat the number 3 team once, beat the number 2 team twice, beat the number 1 team 3 times.
So in short, just win all the games.
One loss you die.
Yes.
Wala,
ganun
tanggal
lang
ka.
Kasimple yun. So,
yun po ang step ladder in a nutshell.
You cannot afford to lose any game. But actually, the step ladder format in itself is like a mini tournament already.
You're right. You're right. With the better record teams having that advantage, again, justifyingly so. Kasi
They've earned it.
Yes, they have earned it. Ayun po ang explanation dun po sa nagtanong sa atin through Twitter kung ano yung step ladder format. You're watching FEU and UE. FEU winning the first 2 sets. Right now, they're ahead 4-2. Eulalio serving. The 50-50 ball won by FEU at the net. So again, it's starting the way first set started.
And again, I think it's on the reception for the Lady Warriors.
I guess we expected, and Coach Boy expected more from his girls as the last match of the season for them.
It's like, kasi parang you treat this already like a championship match for you. So you really have to give it your all already. Good save.
C will go high to Maymay Basa. She didn't like the set. Oh, Nebrida. But that's a legal play, even if it hits the shoulder.
That's true. Still good ball.
Kahit paapa yan, Nebrida this time came up short. Long rally, more energy from the UE side, but she came up short. Let's look at that first. Ito yung kapos na.
Straight into the net. But Nebrida didn't have that much time to recover from the last play. So bigla na lang binigay sa kanya ulit yung bola.
Basa seems to like sometimes reacting with her shoulder. She did that against Ateneo the last time. So we'll see that from her as we go to Trishka Echeverri from FEU.
With how the FEU Lady Tamaros have been playing, they definitely seem very ready and prepared to fight for that Final Four spot on the playoffs on Monday. Since the beginning of the tournament, Coach Nes Pamilar has always been very vocal about how he wants to make it to the Final Four. And while a spot in the finals is most ideal, Coach Nes is already very happy with how his team has fared. His girls have greatly improved throughout the season, and more than improvement in skills, it's the maturity his girls have shown that he's most pleased with, considering how the team is mostly made up of second-year players. Their most veteran player is third-year Winnie Eulalio, meaning this entire lineup will remain intact next season. No one's graduating just yet. So Ivy, nasabi mo nga kanina na bilog ang bola, and Coach Nes and the entire team is positive that there's nowhere to go but up for the FEU Lady Tamaros. Boom and Ivy.
We'll be back after this timeout and talk about that.
You are watching ABS-CBN Sports on Studio 23. Isang mainit na showdown ang